What practical purpose did the grooves on early Roman roads serve? The grooves helped guide wagon wheels, reduce slipping in wet conditions, and prolong the life of the road surface. Why were mirrors considered luxury items in Europe during the 1600s? High-quality glass mirrors were extremely difficult to manufacture and were often backed with precious metals, making them rare and expensive. What was the original function of the village stocks in medieval towns? They were used as a public form of punishment and humiliation rather than imprisonment, encouraging social discipline. Why did early candles often smell unpleasant when burnt? Tallow candles, a pungent piece of history. Tallow, a byproduct of animal fat, has been used in candle making for centuries. While tallow candles were once a popular and economical choice, their use has declined recently due to the availability of better alternatives. When tallow is burnt, it releases glycerol and fatty acids which produce a pungent odor. The presence of impurities, such as proteins and minerals, can also contribute to the unpleasant smell. Today, with a wide variety of non-tallow candles available, consumers have more options for choosing candles with more pleasant scents. What everyday object was commonly used as a bookmark before printed bookmarks existed? People often used ribbons, scraps of fabric, pressed flowers, or even thin strips of leather. Why were window taxes introduced in Britain in the late 17th century? They were intended as a tax based on wealth, as larger homes were assumed to have more windows. What was the main reason early theaters performed plays during daylight hours? Artificial lighting was expensive, unreliable, and hazardous due to the risk of fire. Why were early postboxes painted green in some countries? Early postboxes were painted green in some countries to help them blend into the natural surroundings, especially in rural areas and parks. This color choice was intended to be respectful and to avoid causing confusion with emergency and fire equipment. However, the green color proved to be problematic, as people found it difficult to spot the post boxes, particularly in dim lighting or bad weather. This led to public complaints and eventually prompted the post office to switch to a bright red color in the late 19th century to make the boxes more visible and easier to find. What was the original purpose of the holes in early salt shakers? They were designed to control moisture and prevent clumping when salt was stored in damp conditions. Why did many older houses have separate doors for tradespeople? Having separate entrances allowed tradespeople to make deliveries like coal, milk, or bread without disturbing the household.